Eerie, isn't it?
What the hell happened? Where's everyone?
Martial law. Riots in Golem spilled over into Prague. The entire city's on lockdown. None but state police allowed in the streets tonight. They've all got itchy trigger fingers.
Wonderful. Dr. Miller? Tell him to meet me at the office?
He'll be waiting for you. Of course, you'll likely be shot getting there. Watch yourself out there, Jensen.
Alex, it's me. We need to meet.
You got a location? Because the streets aren't safe tonight, man.
Can you make it to the limb clinic, where we met before?
Yeah, it's not far. I'll meet you there.
What's the matter? Getting cold feet?
Just curious about something. About what happened in the Alps.
I'm thinking the same thing. Oh, it's almost like they knew we were coming, isn't it?
We?
No need to mince words with me, Jensen. Say what you're really thinking.
They were ready for me, chicane. And when I tried to reach you on comms...
Motherfucker. Are you saying I tipped him off?
Easy. I'm just trying to make sense of what happened.
Alright. Look, it might have been my fault. I thought I was careful, man, making the approach like I did, but after I dumped you off, I got picked up on radar. I got sloppy, easy as that. Shit. Maybe I've lost the edge.
I don't think that's it at all. They knew we were coming the moment we lifted off from Prague. Not a lot of people knew we were going.
What? Miller?
I don't know. I don't really know who everyone is yet, who I can trust.
Listen, Miller would have preferred to send Mac and the strike team, so...
Forget it. I'm just tired. Not getting much rest lately.
Hey, look. I know it ain't easy finding your place. Believe me, I know what that's like. We're all on the same side here, alright? This task force is your family, and if you can't trust your family, man, you're lost.
Thanks, chicane.
Anytime. Now do me a favor and try not to get your clank ass shot out there. Alright? Boss is waiting. I suggest you get a move on.
Don't know why he didn't listen. Let's see what we have. Fuck! Then why did he run?
What's the holdup? So?
So we killed a citizen.
The city's on lockdown. A true citizen would respect that. Get him in the truck.
Fuck, I'm glad you're okay, Adam.
I brought you a present from the Alps. Compliments of Victor Marchenko. Be careful with it.
Is this the orchid?
Yeah. Marchenko tried to kill me with it, just like he did Rooker. Think you can get it analyzed?
Yeah, we got a couple of scientists on the collective's mailing list. Some of them are already culling through the files you and Janus pulled from the bank. I'll let you know what they find. Oh, and we also ran a trace on that email you gave me from Rucker. It originated from an unregistered pocket secretary in Hong Kong.
So we don't know who sent it?
Not yet. It's been shut off ever since. But we left a trace running, so if it lights up again, we'll know.
Good. Something big is coming, Alex. Ark's being framed for a terrorist attack that hasn't occurred yet.
They're gonna take more lives, blow up another train station? Jesus, Adam, look at it out there. Any chance we had of easing fears and fighting people's hatred will be gone. That piece of shit UN legislation will pass, and we'll all be thrown into AUG-only hellholes like Udalek.
While Nathaniel Brown sits back and earns trillions.
Brown? That slick suit from the Santo Corporation?
Page said Brown was calling the shots, and in Switzerland, Marchenko said Brown had confirmed date and time.
But where? Brown's been traveling extensively, promoting Rabia and his Safe Harbor initiative. His next junket's in London. But if he's behind this, he's not gonna attack himself.
Maybe not. Marchenko also mentioned someone who can tell us. But I have to meet with Miller first. How soon can you get the sample analyzed?
As fast as possible. If you're meeting with Miller, be careful. You walked into another ambush in Garm, and Miller's not off my suspect list yet.
We'll see.
Telling me you had no idea about the curve. Bullshit. Sir, you've broken curfew. That makes you a criminal in the eyes of the law. Go. Rain to drown a duck.
Someone's nearby.
mnie wejść! Boże, nechce mnie wejść!
Já nic, ty policajti jsou opilí mocí.
Crooked cops.
My brother is missing. I hope he's in jail. I like it down here. If you don't, then you can just fuck off.
I always did want to travel.
To travel, yes. Not to be a fugitive.
The state police won't come after us. They want us out. We're just taking the initiative.
Do you think it will be better anywhere else?
I don't know. But But it can't be worse than this or Golem.
I recognize you.
Irenka Bauer. Thought we activated your permit.
You did. Whatever you did, it was enough to fool them. You kept us out of Golem. We will never forget that.
But now you're hiding again.
Martial law has changed everything. They say it is to keep us off the streets, but it is worse than that. They go into our homes, accuse us of being people we are not. Permits do not matter anymore.
How did you know to come here?
Helena heard a message on the radio. It was warning people, saying the city is not safe anymore. She saw the police go into someone's home. The man. He was showing them his permit, but the officer... he did not even look at it. He just... Helena could see that the warnings were true. That people like Irenka must run away. So we start to go underground. We start to find others.
When society wants to make things hard for someone, it eventually finds a way. I'm sorry it came to this, Irenka.
Don't be. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have made it this far. We wouldn't have met all these people. Everyone is working together. Together we will find a way out of here.
I hope so.
Tall, dark, and
Milena, you didn't take my advice about giving up on forgery.
I know. But trouble is, I've got a talent for it. And it's a real growth market. As soon as you got me out of that thing with Dragomir, I had like 20 emails from Samizdat. Do you have any idea how difficult it is for art school graduates to find a specialist subject these days?
The permits aren't enough for police anymore, forged or real.
In Prague, maybe. But it turns out I'm multilingual when it comes to falsifying border passes. Lucky, right?
If it works, I'd say lucky.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Super Commando Man. Oh, don't mention it, Milena. If there was an easier option, you think we wouldn't take it? I was less stressed out when I was working at gunpoint.
We may not agree on your methods, but I'll let you get back to your work.
Coming from you, that is like the gold star seal of approval.
It's getting more and more difficult to hide.
Welcome to the Underground. I owe you an apology for hacking your info link.
Don't sweat it. I'm assuming you had a good reason.
Samizdat's usual channels are all bugged. I couldn't risk an audio communication being traced back here.
You're Little K, right? You don't sound local.
I wrote some things that made me have to delocalize a long time ago. Been living story to story on a Schengen visa and a language implant ever since. Never expect a short story from a long-form journalist. You want to know why I brought you here? The police raided Samizdat last night. Cleared us out. We were broadcasting until they pulled the plug. Radios, flyers, mail bursts, the makeshift media van. Getting the message out to our subscribers if they needed a refuge. As you can see, it went a little wider than we anticipated.
This isn't what I call laying low. Aren't you afraid the police will find you again, finish what they started?
They already got Kay. Bones, the backup servers, even the shitty coffee machine. Enough for them to call it a win and get back to indiscriminate brutality on the streets.
Where were you when this happened?
Right here. Running our little home away from home. Our sources tipped us off about the martial law. Either we could write about it and throw our hands up. Boy, I sure hope this massive rights violation doesn't end up being too awful this time. Or we could enact a readiness plan and really do something.
Yeah, when we first met, I called you pamphleteers. I guess I should apologize.
Oh no, we were pamphleteers. Now we're pamphleteers, jury-rigging an underground railroad.
So are you running a resistance cell here or a campaign room?
Why not both? Now Samizdat has a captive voter base. We could run for the Senate.
It's organized resistance then.
Peaceful resistance. We're working together to get people under the cordon and out of Prague. It's a happy accident of a police state. Well, I say happy when everyone's repressed, they can see past their prejudices.
Or they shift the blame. It's gonna take a long time for those prejudices to heal.
As long as certain people can profit from keeping the wounds fresh. But you knew that already.
What happened to Kay?
Kay is me now, according to the Samizdat manifesto. It's all very third-wave socialist with a dash of martyr complex.
Good to know. But I mean, what physically happened to him?
Right. His name is Yarek. Yarek Drobny. He's being held by the police along with Bones. No contact, no bail, no rights. Plausible deniability.
You must have known the risks.
Well, he was open to the existence of risks. When you showed up, it should have been a wake-up call, but you were reasonable. The state isn't reasonable.
I'm pretty sure you didn't call me to put up posters. What's the deal?
We've made a plan. We're getting people out of the city, starting first thing tomorrow. I want Yarek and Bones to go with them, but first, we need to bust them out of jail. Tonight.
And you think I'm the kind of guy who breaks into police stations?
Are you telling me you're not?
Fine, I'll get them out. They're being held in the temporary police station downtown?
Yes, by the Monument Metro. Once you're clear, takes them across the plaza to the United Cleaners. We've cached everything they need for a long road trip along the old NATO decommissioning zone.
That's your escape route? Puts getting them past the state police into perspective.
It works on paper. And gives them these new identity documents, a lot of new identities. We found a very good forger. We're keeping her from a bright future in a piker's newsroom.
I recognize you.
Too many people. We'll have to borrow more trucks. Can we get back into the city trash depot tonight?
We have already taken so many.
I work for the State
Maybe
Department
we should
during the
consider
day,
freight
and during the
trains.
night, I
You
try
don't
to
know
undo
where
it
those
all
trains
again.
have been? I don't either, but it's highly radioactive.
That would be bad. Okay, I will call my brother. Again.
Tell him he's a true hero of the resistance.
A true hero. He will like that.
We'll make him a badge.
I recognize you. It's getting more and more difficult to hide.
Declaration of Augmentation. Tigard, the registry. History of permit applications. Ugh, this one. Notice of revocation of welfare on basis of augmentation.
I remember that like it was yesterday.
Why do we need these things? Just bad memories of Prague killing us one form at a time.
We don't need to keep them. We need to make sure we get rid of them. That's what the girl with the blue hair said.
Are you certain she knows what she's doing?
We already gave her our passports.
It started as a reaction to the way things were. There's an ideal there that certain kinds of people are more easily drawn to. We were
not good.
easy to persuade. There's an ideal there that certain kinds of people are more easily drawn to. We were
I recognize you. Busy people, rapidly running out of time. Tall, dark, and augmented. Over here.
Prague is turning into a town of records. The people behind them have all gone. Now there's even bureaucracy for fleeing the country.
We'll just wait it out, shut down the whole city. Then in the morning we'll go home, okay?
I can't believe I lost track of time like that.
It's okay. It's actually kind of romantic in a weird way. Trapped on the wrong side of the town, hiding from the police.
What a stupid idea
How
it
is
was to
anyone
go to
supposed
that
to get
party. I knew it was a bad idea. Nothing good ever happens when they come to this district.
This weather is miserable. It is almost as though the gods, whatever gods might still exist, are mourning.
You get away
You
from
look
me,
a little
man.
pale.
I don't have
Are
any
you
extra
feeling all right?
loopholes for
Turned in here
anyone.
like a bunch of animals to slaughter.
I'll make sure you get the first dose when it arrives.
Pozor! Celé ve městě platí zákaz vycházení. Kvůli rostoucím nepokojům v komplexe Kulek byly pražské ulice uzavřeny.
Sleeping. Out of here.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Like those old documentaries? The journalists aren't the revolution, man. We're just augmenting the message. And the
Our
message
old
is still
military
out there.
industrial friend.
It's on the streets. It's over the
I
airwaves.
remember
It's spreading
you.
online.
You here
Maybe
to
it's
free us or
even got in
interrogate
through
us?
those faceless skull buckets of yours, huh? Maybe you're thinking you're fighting for the wrong team. Well, that's a good start, man. First you have to see that your things are being sold to crooked false people, big corporates. Then you can stop dancing for it. And you know what would be another good start? Letting us post bail, fascist assholes!
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Cops! You still up there?
I
The
remember
press wants
you.
to be free! You! I knew it, man! I knew you were one of them all along!
Do I look like I'm one of them?
I can feel my hands right now, but if I could run a search for shadowy extra-government agent on the net, pretty sure it's all you.
Fair point. What happened? You pulled a Freedom of Information speech on the state police?
Ha fucking ha. They didn't wait for a speech, man. Lesson learned. Smash the state before the state smashes your nose.
Little K asked me to get you out.
She's the K now, man. I'm a liability to Samizdat.
She cares about you, Yarrick. She didn't want to leave you or Bones behind.
Always was a cool cat, man. One of the good ones. She wrote The Wheels Come Off 16 years ago and the conspiracies just keep checking out. Everything except the grey aliens, but who's to say that's not a metaphor?
If she wrote the book...
I don't believe in authorial intent.
I might have known you wouldn't keep your heads down during the riots.
This is what a radical news source lives for, man! Lives and dies for! But the helmets on the streets, the extreme peacekeeping, that's not about the Golem riots. How are the Augs gonna get over here? Carpool? No. Someone, somewhere wanted the cops to clean house in Prague. And this is just the beginning. What if they could call martial law anywhere, anytime? Cops without borders.
That's your prediction, huh?
You can take it to the bank, man. The Palisade Property Bank.
You told me you were a liability to Samizdat. How do you figure that?
Because the cops burn me, man. Exposure is death. They didn't have to ask a single question. Just took my DNA off their knuckles. My high school dropout date, my sister's parking tickets, my darknet proxies. Oral cemetery.
Oral cemetery?
They didn't get a lot of mainstream airplay. Anyway, Little K shouldn't have sent you. Samizdat has to be bigger than any man or woman.
Samizdat is bigger than you now, Yarrick. The Resistance reached further than you planned for. You want to fall on your sword, there's a better place to do it than in a holding cell.
Whoa, whoa, you know I use the term liability real broadly.
I warned you about picking a fight with Picus. They've got a lot invested in protecting the message.
Would I be talking to you now if Picus had got to us? I mean, does Eliza Kassan have a sense of humor? All those bombs going off lately. What's one more in the sewers? BTW, those are all rhetorical questions.
You don't say.
But they're trying, man. Bones heard the cops talking about extraordinary rendition. What a wonderful connected world we live in, when they can pin an acronym on you, ARC, NSF, who gives a rat's ass, and ship you off to a black site on the UN's credits.
Just how many states are you an enemy of?
All the corporate ones.
There's a way out of Prague for you both. The Samizdat resistance has organized everything. We just need to keep our heads down and get to the cleaners nearby.
The cleaners? Irony. Wait, you mean going through the cops?
There's a police locker in the corner that should be stocked with uniforms. Find something that fits and try to look convincing. We need the cops to think you're one of them. Good. It's time to go.
Cut that last barra in the second store.
Feel like I'm feeling up my voice.
I need a stronger lead.
I'm talking to myself here.
It's sad to see the
I
place like
think we
this.
can enact evacuation plans.
Feel like I'm
school.
Long live Samizdat. That was exhilarating. I cannot believe we made it.
You got that piece done yet?
Pozor, pozor.
Incredulity is their shield.
Nevycházejte na ulici.
I can't breathe. Okay, now I'm breathing.
That was exhilarating.
My God, martial law, curfews, people being jailed for no reason. It reminds me of Warsaw 1982.
Warsaw didn't have drones.
Now what? Do you think we are safe here?
You are for now, but you can't risk going back outside. There's a group organizing underground. They're doing everything they can to create a refuge to get people out.
These men, they are part of this group?
That's right. I know how much it meant to you to stay in Prague, Edward, but things aren't going to get any better. If there was ever a time to leave, this is it. If you wait here, Kay's people will come for you. They'll do everything they can to help.
I think I have no choice now. I will wait here. I will cooperate. Thank you for everything you've done.
Good luck, Edward.
Time for Samizdat to go international. I must practice my French.
I will be careful. I promise.
That was exhilarating.
Yes, exit plans, man, exit plans. Always be making them. We worked this contingency plan out when we started Samizdat. Didn't think it would actually come to this, though.
No one thought it would be like this. You're gonna need these documents where you're going, wherever that is.
I hear Paris is the best place to have a revolutionary agenda these days. If you want to come along, you can be the muscle. Well, whatever your arms are made of, the stuff they use on space shuttles.
No can do. I've got a previous engagement I really can't miss.
Right, with the cardboard box company.
Watch yourself out there, Kay.
Kay? Kay is Kazdi, man. Kay is everyone. You're part of it now.